Hey, how you guys doing out there? My name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Crystal Edge Technology projection screens using smart technology gain. And this right here is the Ultra 4K Black. And man, I freaking love this screen. I tell you something, I've been doing a lot of video demonstrations on jet black surfaces, rear jet black surfaces and front jet black surfaces. And one of the mysteries, one of the coolest things I love about doing a black screen is the fact that, people look at it and they stare at it and they go, wow, it's just a jet black surface, but it's not every day jet black surface. This screen has the ability, this chemical has the ability to do amazing things. Now, one of the things that customers want the most when it comes to their screens, they want something that's going to be able to work around a lot of ambient light. So we have tons of ambient light in the room. Another thing they want is they want to have color that pops, something that screams, something that looks realistic when it comes off the screen, and they want amazing contrast levels. And the hardest thing to do is to get contrast levels, get those really deep, rich contrast levels when you're dealing with a well-lit environment, and when you're dealing with whatever your projector is capable of doing, and when you're dealing with basically your environment. So with our screens, you don't need an expensive projector. You don't have to worry about your environment. You don't have to worry about how much light you have in the room. Now mind you, this is a jet black surface. It's the Ultra 4K Black. We have it sitting about, not that far back, but about 8 feet from the screen. The projector is sitting 8 feet back. And then I'll show you the projector that we're using. Sorry about the wires all over the place. I try to wire as much lights as possible. Most people, when they do their demonstrations really quick, they're trying to put their screens, sorry about that, in a controlled lit environment. I don't do that. I try to put my screens to as much of an brutal environment I can think of. And as you can see, there's a lot of light in here. As my screen itself, my screen is gigantic. My screen is about 8.5 feet high, 12 feet across, and you can see all the light that nails my screen. So my screens work extremely well in well-lit environments. I mean, you want to go out there and spend a couple of $1,000s on a screen, it's not going to work well. And it's not been actually, really tested. Really tested. I'm not talking about all that calibration and all that color bar and all that other nonsense. No, I'm talking about really test out the screen. Put it in your shoes, put it in my shoes, really test out the surface. With our screens, you don't have to calibrate your projector. I have never, ever had to calibrate a projector when it comes to my projection screens. Now let me show you the projector, and you guys have seen this before, you know what I'm going to say. This is the NEC VT595 projector. It is 2000 lumens. This is 720p, and this projector is SVGA. Now an SVGA projector is very cheap. You can get those projectors for 80, some places 60 on eBay. I paid $160 for this one right here. They're not expensive. It is a 720p projector, 8 feet on a jet black surface in a fully lit environment. And I'm going to show you what you're going to get when you buy our product. Now, also too, before I start this, something I need to add in really quick. There's a lot of stuff that goes on off camera that a lot of people don't know that's going on with my company. I have contracts I've been signing. I have been just doing all kinds of different deals. And I'm always looking for different ways to actually give my customers just a little bit more. Now, I felt really bad about basically removing the neon lights, but with the company we're working with, they weren't delivering them on time. This caused the screens to go into delay. So right now we have a company that we will be working with that will allow us to be able to add back in the neon lights for free with your kits, because I think it's really cool. If you have a jet black screen, you got these really cool neon lights behind it, and the screen has that floating effect. Some of you guys know where to get them at, and a lot of you guys, some of you guys know where to get them at, and a lot of you guys out there don't know where to get those lights at. And this makes it a little more convenient because now they'll be packed free in with your kit. Now mind you, this is coming with the blackout cloth only. All right, just want to add that in there real quick. All right, so let's get this started. I'm going to remove that in front of the projector right there, and let's get this started. Sorry about that. Look at the lights that are now on the screen. This is how amazing this screen is. Look at the whites that come up on a jet black surface. 2,000 lumens SVGA cheap projector. And this is what I'm talking about, the contrast levels, because the screen is jet black. Look how the colors pop. And I can get back here and look at this. Now you imagine, this is a 2,000 lumen SVGA projector. Imagine what this screen would look like if you hit this with a projector over 3,000 lumens, with a 4K projector, with a full 1080p projector. Just imagine how amazing this screen will look. Look at this. Now if you want to go out and spend $5,000 for a screen, you want to spend $3,000 for a screen, even $1,000 for a screen, hey, it's up to you. But just mind you, our blackout cloth from 100 inch to 120 inch to 150 inch is under $800. Now you consider the quality you're going to get in our screens compared to what you're going to get when you spend your money on these expensive high-end screens. Look at that. This is a jet black surface. Well, I'm Kenneth Burr from Crystal Edge Technology Projection Screens using smart technology. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video demonstration. I'd like to thank you all for watching.